Hey you, so in this video I'm going to touch upon a question I was asked by an individual, and that's why individuals or collectors mainly require coins that they purchase in quantity to come in sealed rolls. So the individual's asked if I could do a video on this. He said that he'd seen somebody leave a comment on my last video. I think it was one of the videos on purchasing the monkeys for cheap, where somebody had asked or mentioned that they hoped that the coins that they had purchased or they was going to purchase came in sealed rolls. So he wanted to know why collectors or individuals demanded that why it was so important that they came in sealed rolls. Now, firstly, I'd say it's not important to me being in Europe and purchasing from European dealers. And I will say at some point I've looked at the sealed rolls, and it's just veering off a little here, and thought it can't be that hard to replicate these. I mean, this is a warehouse wrap here. There's no special tamper-proof security type of sealing here. I mean, you've got one of those machines, obviously. So I've always thought for the fakers, it's one of those things that can trip individuals up that believe it's an added layer of security. But if they can fake coins, I mean, getting them a couple of 20 coins together and heat sealing them up here and just replicating this plastic seal roll effect is not going to be hard at all. But that's just me. So I wouldn't say, if I knew the coins came in a sealed roll, I'd rule off that they was fake. But that's just me touching upon that. But I'll now get onto why certain collectors, or most collectors, are going to want their rolls coming sealed if they do come sealed. And it's going to mainly be, the problem is really an American market problem and American collectors. And I say that because out in America, you're going to get, the grading market is massive out there. So when I say grading, it's slab coins. So a lot of the times you may come across dealers, no names mentioned on this video, where some dealers may send a large amount of coins out for grading at any given time. And now if these coins don't come back with the grades that they want, that they're going to get maximum money for, now that grade's going to be 70, for instance, they may feel that it'll be a lot easier for them to crack the coins that have been sent out to grading out. Well, I don't know if they're able to halt the coins from being graded. I'm not too sure on that whole process for a dealer, but if not, they're going to crack these coins out that didn't receive 70 and then sell them individually and either keep the prices high, but it may work out for them better selling them loose. So if they was slabbed and didn't get a 70, they may unslab them and sell them loose. Now, why collectors require them to be sealed is that they know that the dealer hasn't done this process. So they know that they're purchasing a coin for the first time. It hasn't done the run already and received a low grade and then been sold on. So there's no reason when you're purchasing from a dealer why the coin comes in, when purchasing 5, it comes in a sealed roll of 5. There's no reason when you purchase 5 the coins come loose. And so it just adds that level of suspicion as to why the coins are coming loose. Now, in America, you have some dealers who are more infamous than others. Now, I say that because I've spoke with a dealer in Europe, and he's mentioned that when there's been times when they've had to purchase from certain dealers in America, mentioning no names, I mean, whoever's in the comments will know, and these dealers have been infamous for doing this. So they may have sent a large amount of coins out for submission, not received the grades they wanted on some of these coins, and it could be, and when we're talking a large, it could be anywhere from 100 to 200 coins. Now, as I've mentioned, I don't know whether they're able to stop the coins from actually getting halted and then being sent back, but obviously they're not going to be sent back sealed, they're going to be sent back loose, or either crack them out of it could be anywhere from 66 to 69, and then feel it'll work out a lot easier for them to just sell them loose. Now, you don't want to pick up that coin loose, knowing that at a later date, if you would, as a collector, you're constantly progressing and moving further and further up the collector ladder. So you may start off small and get a little higher and more pro, and then say, hey, I feel like taking a shot at grading some of my own coins. You don't want a coin that's already been sent into grading and not received the big coin. I mean, grading can be a lottery process at times, but you want to know you at least stand a chance of getting a top grade. You don't want to receive a coin. No dealer is going to sell you a coin that comes individual or singles in a capsule and state that it's failed at a 70 and mark the coin down. No chance. They're going to sell you the coin under the impression that if you do decide to grade it at a later date, you can receive 70. Now, if you're getting a coin out of a wrap, a sealed roll, those chances are going to be greatly reduced. Now, that doesn't mean if you're getting out of a sealed roll, it's being sent in for grading. I mean, you have the opportunity or the chance where they could have just been selling singles and be down to their last three. But as I mentioned, if a coin comes in 5, it doesn't make a difference. They should be able to sell you the 5, because if they're selling singles, they're going to still have rolls sealed. If it comes in 20, they should be able to send you to 20. So there's no reason as to why you should be receiving coins that come sealed, unsealed. So as a collector, that's something you definitely want. Now, I've come across individuals that would not purchase the coins unless if they came in sealed rolls of 20 or 5 and so forth, they came like that. And it's understandable. It does also give the added level of security if you're working on tamper proofing. So when I say that on the secondary market, some people will not buy the coin unless it came from a sealed roll. And now you'll have individuals that may take coins out, problems came about, whether it be a spot or something like that, and then try to clean the coins and then try to sell them. You know that if on the secondary market, definitely, as well as a fruity dealer, that if it comes in a sealed roll, it hasn't been tampered with. Now, as I've said, I can't see how anybody, any type of fraudster or dodgy individual, isn't going to be finding a way to seal the rolls or seal the rolls in this type of manner. But to date, it's not been a problem. But it gives the buyer that peace of mind that the coins they're purchasing haven't been tampered with in any type of way. So that's another reason why, if you're purchasing 5 or 20 from a mint as reputable like the Perth Mint that come in sealed rolls, there's no reason why they shouldn't come in sealed rolls. So that's the main reason why a lot of collectors want their coins coming in sealed rolls. It's not as big a problem in Europe, as there's only been one occasion where I've purchased from a German dealer, and I believe I've done a video on that, and I expected to receive my Kookaburra coins in a sealed roll by default. It wasn't an immediate requirement, should I say, like I demand them to come in a sealed roll. I just expect it. And when they didn't come like that, I was a little shocked, like, oh. And, you know, I'll never know why they never came in a sealed roll. I'm sure if I contacted the dealer, the only thing they could tell me is they purchased them from a client, and the client unsealed them for whatever reasons. I mean, an individual that's picking up collector coins is going to know this or will be aware of this, as you want to sell them onto a collector as they came, and especially if you look to sell them for a profit. So taking them out can affect that in a way. As a collector, you may require them to come in a sealed roll. There's no reason why they shouldn't be out of a sealed roll. So there's many reasons, and each individual is going to have their own reason for why they will only purchase or why they require them to come in sealed rolls. But those are the main top reasons, and if anybody can contribute as to why they want them or prefer them to come in sealed rolls, it'd be great if you can leave that in the comments. So hopefully I've answered a few of your questions there. I mean, not every mint sends them out in sealed rolls. And if you look at something like the Royal Mint, that may be why they don't have such a strong collector's market, and even a lot of coins that are taken serious by a lot of collectors, purely because a lot of their products don't meet the requirements that collectors demand. And that may be one of them, that they don't come in sealed rolls. Coming in capsules isn't good enough as times move forward, especially if you're getting further and further up the collector's market and want to get into collecting yourself. So hopefully I've touched upon all of that. Once again, if anybody can add to that, that would be great. So hate or love it, go ahead and leave a comment and let me know what you think. Go ahead and subscribe if you ain't done so already, and I'll catch you guys on the rebound.